to Howard University.
You know.
I wanted to ask, what was it about Mr. Jones' story that made you kind of want to be involved? Because obviously I know you're a very busy woman, from Grey's Anatomy to just all the different work you do in film, dance, just even as a pioneer. What was it about this particular film that made you want to invest?
Well, it's a story that none of us knew.
Absolutely.
The people in Chicago don't even know it anymore.
And I'm from Chicago.
And you don't know
I
it.
had no idea.
I mean, they do all the museums about Chicago, Al Capone, no mention of Ed Jones.
Never heard of him.
And this is the black man that cornered the market, that started a business, that expanded the numbers business, and was the policy king. And the mob came for him, the government came for him. It's now known as the lottery. How do we not know that the lottery was really a huge, gigantic enterprise that a black man put out there? We had the numbers forever. It's not like he invented the numbers.
Right.
But he turned it into a national enterprise.
Absolutely.
And then the government and the mob took it.
Absolutely. Now, tell me why black stories in film are very important when it comes to American history.
It's very important because, everybody doesn't want to read a book.
Absolutely.
It's getting, with TikTok, child, they want 30 seconds.
Exactly. A reel.
And then with the challenge we're having in the literary world of wiping history off the shelves of our libraries and
Especially
bookstores.
black history.
Oh, they don't want to talk about slavery. How they going to talk about America? America was born on slavery.
Literally.
It's how America became what she is today.
So we built America.
In the hell. And we're not trying to hold white people hostage for that. We're not trying to guilt white children, but we all need to know. Some black kids are uncomfortable hearing about it. They don't want to know. I mean, I made the movie Amistad, and one of my cousins was so upset with me. Why are you telling that story? We don't need to go back there. We don't need to know. I said, because you're ignorant and you don't know the story, and you need to understand it because the Supreme Court at that time was a real court that wasn't afraid to rule for what was right, not what was popular. That's why you need it. So shut up and go to the movie.
No, exactly. I second that motion.
Yeah.
Now, being an icon, being a legend, because you are all of those things, and you also are an HBCU graduate of Howard University. Now, how did your HBCU experience contribute to you as far as interest in the film and the arts world?
Well, when I grew up in Houston, Texas, with a very educated mother who always widened our horizons with cultural experiences. Yes. I understood my blackness, I understood my heritage, but it was at Howard that I really locked into the universal power of black people around the world. We went to Howard and we were studying with Frank Snowden, Blacks in Antiquity. We were reading James Baldwin,
yes.
Leroy, Amir Baraka. We were reading Toni Morrison.
Yes.
We were learning.
Maya Angelou.
Yes, Dr. Angelo. We were learning about the power that black people have had in this world, not just here in this country.
World.
And Howard gave us a sense of pride and a sense of confidence and a big mouth that we know we need to keep talking.
Absolutely.
And people need to start listening and hearing. And we also need to listen and open up because the whole world is informed by what happens in America.
Absolutely. We're the leaders.
I'm talking about when you go to India, which I've been, when you go to China, which I've been, when you go to Brazil, when you go to the Middle East, all of those countries that are trying to define themselves still, and some of those countries are much more ancient than America.
Yeah.
And so they have traditions that truly need to be stretched and pulled and maybe broken.
Absolutely. Next question, just going to ask you 2 more questions. What was it like working with Quincy Jones, as you guys are both executive producers on Quincy?
Well, Quincy and I worked together before. We did a show called In the House.
Yes.
Quincy came and got me and said, Debbie, you have to be in this show. You got to come and play. My character's name is Jackie. I love Quincy Jones. He has been, you call us icons. We're people that work and that are inspired to do the work that we do. And Quincy has worked so hard all of his life. He's introduced the world to so many great artists.
Discovered a lot as well.
Yes, and he learned himself, and he went through his own health challenges with those 2 aneurysms that he had. But he is so much full. He's so full of life, and I'm grateful to have known him.
Absolutely.
All these many years. He was on the board of the Debbie Allen Dance Academy
Amazing.
when we first started. Yeah, Quincy Jones was on our board, and he came to every recital, and he would stay all night. I've known Quincy a long time, and Quincy actually, before I even knew who Quincy Jones was, met my mama.
That's amazing.
And when I
She's still alive.
Mama's 101, and Quincy said to me one time, I almost was your daddy. I'm like, you better shut up.
That's amazing. Now, what is up next for you, Miss Debbie Allen?
What is what?
What is up next for you?
Wow. Okay, Grey's Anatomy just started our 21st year.
Congratulations.
I'm starting work on Mariah Carey's beautiful, wonderful 2024 Christmas tour.
Amazing.
I'm working on Motown Christmas special. I'm starting to work on Polly. Lena Waithe and I are coming together to create a theatrical experience based on the movie that I did for Disney years ago.
Yes.
We're starting on that on Monday.
Amazing.
I have a couple of plays that I'm going to direct, a few plays. I have, next year, Donna turns 25 years old.
It's incredible.
And so we're going to have a big celebration for a whole year.
I gotta come.
About, everything that we've done.
Yeah.
We've done so much, and all the people we put out there that are so amazing. I mean, one of my young students, Jenna, is the choreographer for Mariah's show in Vegas.
She's my favorite.
Isn't she wonderful?
Changed my life in 5th grade.
Really? What was your song?
It was the whole album.
The whole album.
Emancipation and Music. And it changed my life. That's how I knew I was going to be in entertainment.
Wow.
It changed my life to this day. It's still my favorite of all time.
I'm going to tell her.
Please do. So yes, I appreciate you, Miss Allen. It's been a pleasure, and congratulations on your award-winning film that you have the pleasure of being executive producer on. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. Nice
Absolutely.
talking to you.